This is a tutorial for searching the Library of Congress's audio collection found at loc.gov/audio. As you can see on their homepage, there's a search bar at the top and a list of topics and categories along the left-hand side by which you can limit your search both before and after entering keywords. We'll start by entering a keyword such as immigrant and come up with a list of audio results that are associated with the word immigrant. It may be helpful to limit your search by the collection found under part of, such as the American Folklife Center or American Memory, or by the subject, such as interviews, ethnography, or immigrants. We'll take a look at this first result, immigrant laborers in the early 20th century. Once you click on the result, you'll see a bar that allows you to play the actual audio sample and information about this item, such as the interviewee, the date that it was created or published, and subject headings. Also important to note, down at the bottom, or in the About This Item section, it varies from item to item. There is a section called Rights and Access. This will describe what the Library of Congress knows about the permissions needed to use this work, whether it's copyrighted or not. This work, for example, this item, the Library of Congress is not aware of any copyright protection on this item. So you may want to investigate further before using this as an open material. Like I said, you can also limit your search beforehand with these categories and topics on the side. It might be useful to limit by language depending on the country that you're trying to search. For example, there are 779 Spanish language audio entries. You can see even more languages by clicking the More Language tab. And as you can see here, there are many different, some uncommon languages. For example, there are 2 entries under Algonquin languages. This entry in particular is important to note because if you go down and look at the Rights Advisory, you will see this traditional knowledge label description, which is also found further down under Rights and Access. These are important because these materials, particularly this entry on that is in the Algonquin language, is subject to some traditional knowledge passed down by native cultures, particularly in the Americas. The knowledge labels will indicate how an item should be used in accordance with the wishes of the community that produced it. For example, you see that this item requires attribution to the Passamaquoddy tribe. It should only be used for educational purposes and should not be used for commercial purposes in accordance with the culture and knowledge of the Passamaquoddy tribe. This has been a description of the Library of Congress audio recordings website.